All right, we'll just get started in a second. Now that we're all hyped up from that last case. Yes, we did, Trevor. I was extremely excited. It was hard. I hit it early on, and I had to just. Good thing Sebastian was the only one talking to me because I put it down. And I said, "We'll get to that one later," and nobody commented on it. All right. Gonna be doing this till 2 in the morning my time. You know, I didn't get a chance to respond to your email, Trevor, but not saying it's completely back, but it looks like shipping to Australia is a lot closer to normal. $157 expansion. E29. What's wrong with UPS? Copper number 7. I wish, Sebastian. There's still 2 more after this one. B13 battles. Yeah. Anyway, see 2 more over there. Toby Sebastian, Man of Dorn. Alfie Allen, Theon Greyjoy. Now, it's real quick, show you guys one more thing. What I'm really not looking forward to, remember, I still have 3 more cases worth. Look at all those stacks over there. That's all the base cards. That I have to eventually sort. 39. Hey, maybe there's a Clark in your boxes. And L73. I gotta put a new blade on that thing. Yes, it said Daenerys Targaryen. It was a full name. Well, after opening 7 cases so far, I mean, I don't know about boxes, but just by case, we seem to get like 2.5 good autographs. Now, I will say that the base cards, if you're going to do a base set, best looking base cards they've ever done. Not even a question. Battles 1. Brian, will there be any? I don't know. Jamie Sives, I hate the Greyjoys. I really don't know what the cases are at. I just feel like that Saga really got caught in the temporary excuse me, like the temporary bump in all the prices, and it didn't really come back down. I mean, I think at like a $50 a box, you know, that it's a good gamble. But when they were going for $120 a box, that's just ridiculous. Now, I will say that I have not checked lately to see what they're at now. But we got time. Let's take a quick look. Star Wars Saga, where are you at? Looking at, oh, when you say Saga, you mean Signature, right? 15.50, so that's like $75 a box. Sophie Turner, I Am a Stark. Yeah, it's not. So we got Alfie Allen and Sophie Turner already. Good start. But that's kind of like what I would expect. And then if you get a full bleed, all the full bleeds are nice. Gold 128. Oh, I'm sorry, the Saga. Boy, is there any? I don't know if there's any of that left. I'm sorry, I had the wrong product. I know that Blowout definitely doesn't have any left. E17. Not sure if, you know, I know some other companies bought a lot of it from them. Seems like there might have been a, you know, again, I don't know how many, but a couple hundred boxes made. Just taking a guess. L67. That was fun to open because for something like that, they really evened out the boxes. You know, it also shows how many Felicity Jones and John Boyega's there are out there. 163 expansion. Yeah, that's the third Turner. The first two were in the hit draft, and they both just had her character name, Sansa Stark. You know, the biggest shame about those Fords is that the other people, like they had the one from Empire Strikes Back, and you know Mayhew's not around, Fisher's not around, and Hamill won't sign. It would be awesome to get, you know, other signatures on that. Copper 92. Battle 7. Aren't they doing some other type of a Rogue One show? I don't think it was another movie. I think it was a show. Might be animated like they usually are. Leo Woodruff, father of Jojen Reed. Lots of sleeve on these things. E5. Nope. Open up another pack. Is that what it is? I don't know. Sebastian was asking earlier about other Star Wars stuff. Like when the next movie would be. You know, with the TV shows, I wonder how much less they have to spend in advertising. Ben Crompton, Mark Stanley, duel. Red, number 74. You know, the one thing about that saga, though, Brian, is it was a bit of a pain to mail. I'll tell you that. L83 had to go buy a lot of bigger envelopes. I didn't have ones for the 11 by 14s because I know some people would mail them out right in those cardboard sleeves they came in, but I was not comfortable with that. And expansion 151. We got case topper 1. Excuse me. You know, it's funny. Fighter Squadron just reminded me. So at work, I have this one program that I have to use, and it's a very old program. They stopped making it in 1993. So I have a old DOS emulator that I run on my computer so I can run the program. And it reminded me that I went and I dug out my old floppy disks that I have Doom and Wolfenstein E1, and I could not find. I used to have the original X-Wing fighter. No, I pulled the Gina. I think I only pulled one out of the couple that I did. I only saw 2 or 3 of hers in general. Copper number 77. Yeah, I'm a little behind on Bad Batch. I watched the first 3, and I just like started the first couple of minutes of episode 4, so I just got to start that over again. I fell asleep. I do agree. It's a little kiddie, but then it's good at the same time. I think it's the fact that they put the little girl. But yeah, I'm gonna put this emulator on my computer at home so I can play my old Doom again. Keisha Castle Hughes, unbowed or unbowed, I don't know, unbent, unbroken. But X-Wing Commander was such a fun game. Here's one of the new guys, James Cosmo, Lord Mormont. Yeah, I think if they got rid of the little kid, gold number 5. Oh, why am I bothering to show that? It doesn't want to. There it goes. I'm not so sure about that Doom movie. And they tried to make it like the video game when all you would see was the gun going like this. L65. Kind of like House of the Dead was one of my favorite video games ever. And that movie was, oof, that was bad. And expansion 175. Now, looking back at one of your older posts there, Trevor, that was the problem. You know, I'm not a big time computer guru, but the problem is back in the day on the old computers, all you had was that base memory, so it doesn't even know how to get to expanded memory, and that's where the problem was. So the software that I use is so old that if it can't use all the base memory, expansion 189, it won't run. So that's why I have the emulator. So it partitions a little, not much, couple, it gives a little folder E15 and makes a 640K base that's completely free. So anything you run will run. Copper 42. Battles 5. Kerry Ingram, Shireen Baratheon. Yeah, this one's pretty basic. It's called VDOS. I think it was, pretty sure it was freeware. Eugene Simon. You know, it's funny. I think that's only the second one that we've pulled in 7.5 cases. But usually you'd get like 2 a box of him. Gold 45. Yeah, you guys would absolutely laugh if you're, you know, if you're computer nerds at some of the systems that I have to run at my office because of some of the software limitations. Up until a year ago, L41, I was still running a 486.25 for that software, but then it finally died. That thing was about 35 years old. I think we got. I can't tell if there's a soft sleeve in that one or not. E9. I can't, you know, the company I work for, they have, I know I've said this a bunch of times, but the company that I work for, the owner retired, so the company was acquired, Copper 25, by a much larger company. And we have 2 different IT departments. One is all the hardware and some of the software, and then the other is all of the rest of the software. And it is the biggest pain in the butt when you have a problem. B19, and also they expire your passwords every so often to make you have to change your password. Stephen Cole, Dragos Khaleesi, Enzo Salenti, The Great Games. I feel like, is that the same one we got like 2 cases ago? I think we got a relic here. This one feels thick, thicker than the expansion. Cool. And QC2, Daenerys Relic. We hit 2 sketches. The first case in the hit draft had a sketch, and then was it the first case of the, you know, case 1A had the sketch in it. L63. Somebody sent me a message. And expansion 173. You gotta, how do you turn that little sound effect off when you get a message? Where's this sound effects thing? How do you turn this off? I don't know how. Oh well. Alright, definitely got 2 soft sleeves in this one. Yeah, I had heard, somebody first said that the sketches were like 1 in 10 cases. And then I heard it might be more like 1 in 6 cases. So the fact that we got 2, seems pretty spot on. I mean, we could get another. Copper 131. The real thing is if we get any of the character sketches, because they're much more rare than the scene sketches. Battles 9. Let's see. So there's one. There's the other. Let's see. It feels a little lighter, so I'm guessing that it's a maybe one of those 3D cards. Here's Reese. Misa, please. Yeah, 1A, I think was the one that had the Denarius printing plate in it. There's a magenta of card number 6. Full bleed of James Cosmo. L59. Expansion 179. Alright, so we'll do this one. I'm positive this one's the expressions. E25. And yep, it's the Iron Throne one, T1. Now there's only 2 of those cards. One's the Raven, and one's the Throne. And, no, I'm sorry. And I'm trying to think now. We've only pulled, that might be the 4th one, 3rd or 4th one. I know we've definitely pulled at least one of each in the hit cases. All right, just the one. Copper 40. Battles 11. I feel like this one's brand new. I don't remember seeing him before. Carl Davies, House Lannister. There we go. Duel. Ian Beatty and Lena Headey. E13. Gold 24. L75. Piece of plastic on it. And expansion 197. Copper 62. Battle 17. This is a good one. Amy Richardson, House Baratheon or Lannister? Question mark. E3. Here's a Valerian of Simon Armstrong. Yeah, actually, all of the non-inscriptions, like full bleeds, I think I've only gotten. It comes out to one a case. I'm trying to think if there's any cases that didn't have a full bleed. The blues, I think we've only pulled 2, maybe 3 blues in all the cases so far. Gold 60. And then the Valerian and the gold signatures. Sometimes we'll get one or two. I think we maybe might have gotten three. In total in one of the cases. L39. But in that last box, I would fully expect two inscriptions. And 193 on the expansion. But the only blues that we pulled, I think it's been 2 Simons and 1 Lloyd. I don't know if there's anybody good in the blues. Ian Beatty. Oh, Bella Ramsey's in the blue. Jerome Flynn is in the blue. And then there's only 7 golds. Richard Brake. Yeah, the golds are pretty weak. I mean, the full bleeds are good on the whole. You got Jamie, Stephen Cole, but James Cosmos, the only reason I know is because he's a new one. Carice, John Bradley, and Rory McCann. So we pulled a McCann, a Jamie, a Cosmo. I don't know if we pulled a Cole. I don't think we pulled a Van Houten, and I think we pulled 1 John Bradley. I mean, I like the full bleeds the best. Copper, 166. B15. So I guess the question then is, did I pull Stephen Cole? Joseph Alton, Battle of Castle Black. And gold expansion 195. I don't know how rare this last autograph is, but it's definitely one that I like. L53. E35. And expansion 199. And last autograph, Conleth Hill, Master of Whisperers. Now there needs to be a duel with him and Dinklage. Now it's going to take a quick look. Inscription, since they'll be near the top. Let's see. 10 to 25, so that's a rarer one. That's, excuse me, that's good. Okay, that is it for case 2B. So we hit one 3D card, Denarius Relic, blue, Eugene Simon, full bleed of James Cosmo. We had two duels, Ben Crompton, Mark Stanley, and Ian Beatty and Lena Headey. Valerian of Simon Armstrong. Our inscriptions, Toby Sebastian, Joseph Alton, Amy Richardson, Carl Davies, Reese Nawai, whatever, Enzo Salenti, Stephen Cole, Kerry Ingram, James Cosmo, Keisha Castle Hughes, Leo Woodruff, Jamie Sives, Alfie Allen, Conleth Hill, and Sophie Turner. So 3 good ones there. The duel, the relic. So again, except for that one, the one case that has the Clark in it. I mean, all the cases, you're definitely getting 3 or 4, in my opinion, decent, well above average autographs. So, it's definitely a case kind of a thing. But, at the price, it still is tough. You got to really work your, break it all down to, if you want to try and recoup your case cost. Okay, let me stop this one, clean off the tabletop here, and I'll be back in a few minutes for case 3A. Don't